Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be scaping a cube aquascape. So today we're going to be starting with an Aquarium cube tank. It's a little bit dusty and scratched up, but otherwise it'll work totally fine with this. We're going to start with the base layer of organic clay cat litter. This will work as a good item to elevate our substrate, as well as providing a good colonizing area for beneficial bacteria, and also the clay will kind of help some of our plants, although this is not going to be a very plant heavy scape. I'm then capping this with locally collected lake sand. This will definitely be something you'd find in a sort of river environment around me. This is just white, kind of higher grain size, much more coarse sand, and I'm going to be sloping this up pretty dramatically towards the back to give sort of a stream bank effect. The hardscape I'm using is also locally collected. I grabbed this stuff when I was doing my micro stream style aquatorium project from the Spokane River, and this stuff I just rinsed off in warm water, and then I found that it's completely okay to use. It doesn't affect my water quality very much, so I'm just using larger stones to kind of build up an embankment and then filling sand in around the back. So what you'll notice is that in a river there aren't super huge like open areas of sand, so I'm making sure that I have rocks all over the entire bottom of the tank, no big openings in the sand at all. I filled in any empty areas of open sand if the rocks didn't cover it with smaller pebbles. This provides lots of detail and is accurate to what you'd find in nature. And this is my finished hardscape. It's nothing crazy, but I was able to get it done really quickly, and I think it looks nice and natural. I then added a piece of paper towel to disperse some water. I'm going to be adding about maybe half a gallon of water to the tank just to make planting a little bit easier. The first plants I added were some Italian Val. These are very small, sort of stunted pieces that came out of the old setup because they weren't getting much nutrients. Hopefully they'll start growing out a little bit more in this setup. I didn't have a ton of plants to work with here. These are just ones I took out of the old setup. Next up was some cryptocorn species. I don't exactly know what species it is, probably just Wendell brown most likely. Also salvaged these from the old setup. They'd grown quite a bit since I'd first added them, and I actually had a few too many pieces here. Because this is a riverine kind of style scape, I figured that not adding a lot of plants would make it look a little bit more natural, even though I did want a little bit of a pop of greenery. That was left now was to fill up the tank with lukewarm dechlorinated water, and I just used the paper towel in my hand to disperse it so as not to disturb the substrate. So here's the tank about 3 weeks after setup. This tank has been going perfectly well, not a speck of algae, and I was able to add fish about a week ago. You guys will have seen that video probably already about me stocking this, but I stocked it with 8 short fin zebra danios, and I thought that these would just be a really nice addition, and they're just super fun to watch zip around. Definitely one of the most active aquarium fish, super hard to get video of, as you can probably see here, but I really enjoy watching these guys, and because this tank does have a stony bottom, like pebbles, they might be likely to spawn in here, because that's where they like to spawn. I also stocked it with a single Hillstream loach. When it comes to Hillstream loaches, you either want to get 1 or 3, so I just opted for the 1, because this isn't a huge tank, but I think it really rounds out the stocking nicely. It's just something interesting that you can look at, and thanks to him, I haven't gone through any of those big diatom phases. And that's pretty much all I need to talk about with this tank. I hope you guys enjoyed the scaping video, and if you did, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.